There is in every true woman's heart a spark of heavenly fire, which lies dormant in the broad daylight of prosperity, but which kindles up and beams and blazes in the dark hour of adversity. There is never jealousy where there is not strong regard. The only happy author in this world is he who is below the care of reputation. Whenever a man's friends begin to compliment him about looking young, he may be sure that they think he is growing old. I profess not to know how women's hearts are wooed and won. To me they have always been matters of riddle and admiration. Surely happiness is reflective, like the light of heaven, and every countenance, bright with smiles and glowing with innocent enjoyment, is a mirror transmitting to others the rays of a supreme and ever-shining benevolence. The sorrow for the dead is the only sorrow from which we refuse to be divorced. Every other wound we seek to heal, every other affliction to forget, but this wound we consider it a duty to keep open. This affliction we cherish and brood over in solitude. A kind heart is a fountain of gladness, making everything in its vicinity freshen into smiles. The idol of today pushes the hero of yesterday out of our recollection, and will in turn be supplanted by his successor of tomorrow. Christmas is the season for kindling the fire of hospitality in the hall, the genial flame of charity in the heart. Language gradually varies, and with it fade away the writings of authors who have flourished their allotted time. Otherwise, the creative powers of genius would overstock the world, and the mind would be completely bewildered in the endless mazes of literature. Others may write from the head, but he writes from the heart, and the heart will always understand him. Great minds have purposes, others have wishes. Minds are tamed and subdued by misfortunes, but great minds rise above them. He who wins 1,000 common hearts is therefore entitled to some renown, but he who keeps undisputed sway over the heart of a coquette is indeed a hero. Some minds seem almost to create themselves, springing up under every disadvantage and working their solitary but irresistible way through 1,000 obstacles. Sweet is the memory of distant friends, like the mellow rays of the departing sun. It falls tenderly, yet sadly on the heart. There is a healthful heartiness about real dignity that never dreads contact and communion with others, however humble. I am always at a loss to know how much to believe in my own stories. A woman is more considerate in affairs of love than a man, because love is more the study and business of her life. A mother is the truest friend we have. When trials heavy and sudden fall upon us, when adversity takes the place of prosperity, when friends desert us, when trouble thickens around us, still will she cling to us, and endeavor by her kind precepts and counsels to dissipate the clouds of darkness, and cause peace to return to our hearts. There are certain half-dreaming moods of mind in which we naturally steal away from noise and glare, and seek some quiet haunt where we may indulge our reveries and build our air castles undisturbed. True love will not brook reserve. It feels undervalued and outraged when even the sorrows of those it loves are concealed from it. Love is never lost. If not reciprocated, it will flow back and soften and purify the heart. An inexhaustible good nature is one of the most precious gifts of heaven, spreading itself like oil over the troubled sea of thought and keeping the mind smooth and equable in the roughest weather.